Do you guys have any like reoccurring nightmares that you have like frequently?
Yeah, this fucking podcast.
Every Wednesday, 4 p.m. it comes along. Actually, it's usually about 5 p.m.
I have a lot of dreams where I'll wake up and go back to sleep, and it's like I just pause the dream. I'll just like continue on. You guys ever have that?
No, that has never worked for me. I wake
so.
up and I'm like, ooh, that was a good dream. I'm gonna keep trying to go with it, and then I'll just like dream about like Lightning McQueen doing a collab with Beyonce or something. Like it'll just completely sidetrack from what I was dreaming.
Really?
Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, that happens to me probably 3 times a week.
That's kind of sick.
Wow. Are you like a lucid dreamer?
Not necessarily. Like in my dreams, I don't really have much control over what I'm doing, but I'm able to like wake up and then immediately go back to sleep and then just continue on from the dream. But I have a lot of
kind of nice.
I have a lot of recurring dreams about zombies. Like I dream about zombie apocalypse stuff a lot.
That's kind of a sick recurring.
That's kind of cool,
dude,
actually. Yeah.
I dream about like I never talked to you guys about my dreams, huh?
That's probably for the best.
We were talking about I don't have like gross or weird dreams. It's mostly
I don't believe
like
that for a second.
most of my dreams are about the end of the world, but I'm always like the protagonist. It's like an end of the world movie, and I know that I'm gonna survive, so I'm like doing things and like strategizing how to get away from like a giant tsunami or like War of the Worlds or like a volcano, like a bunch of volcanoes exploding. I'm like doing things to get out of it. You know?
Minecraft speedrun. Dream.
Exactly. There's 4 British YouTubers chasing after me, and I have to kill the Ender Dragon.
I never have like reoccurring, like themed dreams. I feel like mine are always random. They're always scary.
Really?
I dreamed I got stabbed in the fucking back.
Oh,
I never have dreams like
5
that.
times, and I didn't feel it. It was weird.
I
Then
feel like you can probably feel that.
I dreamed I was petting a horse one time that was laying on my chest, and I woke up and I was petting a blanket on my chest.
What?
Yeah.
That's a
The only
weird
time
one.
I've ever had dreams where I'm like getting stabbed or shot is like if IRL, like I'm laying on my hand or something's like pushing against my body and it's like hurts, then like my dream will think that I'm like being shot or stabbed. But yeah, I have a lot of nightmares. Like my nightmares are kind of like I dream about being in horror games. You guys ever have that?
No.
not that I can remember now.
Like
Isn't dreaming so crazy though? It's like
pretty
we
weird.
all talk about it like it's just some normal thing, but it's so fucking crazy how that happens.
It's pretty wild. It is weird. You know what's even weirder is that we dream only for like 3 minutes at a time, but they feel like they're just
but it
hours
feels
long.
like
No,
a
it
long-
depends. It can be anywhere from like 2 to like 30 minutes. It depends. It depends on like what your REM sleep is like.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
usually when you dream, it's the very tail end of your sleep, which is when you're in REM sleep. Like your deepest sleep is like basically the last 2 hours of your sleep. So that's when you'll dream the most. But yeah, they can go anywhere from like 2 minutes, to like 30 minutes. It all just kind of depends.
Yeah, I feel like that makes sense because it feels like my dreams are usually always like nearing the time that I actually feel like I need to wake up. I mean, I don't really have a schedule to wake up, but
Yeah, it's gonna say what, your alarm? Shut up.
but I know
I feel like I can't remember my dreams a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's like right when you wake up, it feels like to me that the more you try and remember what you just dreamed about, you'll like forget.
yeah,
Well, that's
I
what
have that.
a lot
I
of
have that
people do,
sometimes, too.
like dream journals and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that helps you lucid dream. Apparently, the more you like
Yep, that's
think about it,
how
and
I used
journal
to.
it.
Yeah,
Have
because
I've talked about how I used.
solidifying it.
I've talked about how I used to lucid dream, right? Have I
No?
talked about,
I
really?
don't know.
Oh yeah, I used
You
to be
definitely
like.
haven't.
I don't
I
think
used
so.
to be like super into it in high school. Like me and one of my friends were like super fucking interested in it, and there was a point where I could like. Everybody makes it sound a lot more crazy than it really is. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't like super good at it, but like I couldn't just like. Okay, I'm gonna pop up a dream of me having a threesome with Megan Fox and fucking whatever other celebrity. Like, it always had to still make somewhat sense in like what reality would be. So like, if I wanted to go to a amusement park in my dream, I'd have to travel there. I couldn't just like exist in the amusement park now. Like, things always needed to like connect. Otherwise, I would like, I don't know, lose focus basically. But I don't know. It's really
It
weird.
had to be realistic.
Yeah, it's hard to describe because like you almost just feel like it's basically just like using your normal imagination, but it feels a lot more vivid and real. Like, you know how you can just think of like, oh, I'm just thinking I'm at whatever, an amusement park right now. Like it feels like that, but just very vivid. You can like feel, like taste, smell, like it's, I don't know, it's really, really cool.
Sounds cool as shit.
Yeah, I freaked myself out really bad with it one time. And I don't know, it like put me off of it for a very long time, and I probably can't do it anymore, but I thought I woke up and like started getting ready for school and stuff. Like in my head, I showered, I got ready, I did my normal stuff, was waiting for the bus, and then I woke up in bed.
Miss Frizzle was on there.
No, I woke up in
bare
bed
ass was in front of me, and I
while
fucked it.
waiting for the bus, and I was tripping the fuck out because like it actually felt like so real. Like I could recall being actually wet from like my shower and stuff. And it is just, dude, it tripped me out. Like that whole day, I was like, am I still like dreaming right now? I don't know what the fuck going on. Like it felt like some Inception type shit.
That's
But
weird.
yeah, I did not like that experience. That one was fucking
I've heard
awful.
that lucid dreaming can be dangerous too.
I mean, I'm sure it can be for your mental health, right? Like if you're lucid dreaming every night that you're like some billionaire with the best life ever, and then you wake up and it's like time for Walmart. Like it, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's not.
I think you
healthy.
can develop sleep paralysis like consistently from
Really?
Did
I
you ever look into astral projection shit? Did you ever
No.
like hear about that?
No,
I think it's.
isn't that
kinda
really similar?
similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that really similar from what I've heard?
I could be wrong.
I
There's
don't know
probably some
anything
like
about it.
crystal fucking worshiping
Yeah,
somebody out there listening to me right now, freaking out,
yeah,
getting
punching
pissed.
air right now because
Yeah.
Mercury's not in
It
Gatorade.
sounds like, yeah, it sounds like
You don't
somebody
know
that-
anything about it. No, but
You're Sagittarius, of course you would say that.
I read a book. I know I've talked about it before, but I read a book in high school about like these teenagers that had to work for like the CIA or some shit. It was some weird book, and I can't find it, but it was really interesting about how they used like astral projection to find out where terrorists were hiding or something to
Really?
like help the government. Yeah, it was some weird fucking
What
book.
the fuck?
But it got me really interested in like reading about that kind of shit.
I mean, dream stuff is crazy, but I think one of the most nuts things about like lucid dreaming is you're still somewhat aware of what's going on you subconsciously, like in the outside world. Like I was dreaming, I don't remember what I was dreaming about, but I was asleep, and I think it was a car crash that happened. It was either a car crash or something along those lines. And in my dream, I got in a car crash, and as soon as I got in the car crash, I could hear a loud bang in my house. And my mom was getting ready for work, and she dropped her curling iron. And it was extremely bizarre that like my brain matched those up. I don't know if like maybe
I've
your
had
brain
dreams like
almost
that before, but
lags
they
or
weren't lucid,
what,
but I've yeah. Well, it's like
Oh no,
something
that wasn't
going
a
on.
lucid dream. That was like just a regular like dream.
Oh no, but I've definitely had that before because I've been in sleeping situations where there's been a lot of noise, like sleeping on couches, people coming home, doing things, like it'll connect. Like
Yeah.
I remember I had a dream one time where I was sleeping on the couch and my dad was watching Forensic Files, and my dream was following what was going on with the narration in Forensic Files. Like I was dreaming about what the fucking TV show was happening, but I wasn't awake and aware of Forensic Files. It was fucking weird. Woke up and I was like, God damn, I was dreaming. That's fucking strange.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I mean, that kind of makes sense because obviously like you're still subconsciously listening and stuff, but what like freaked me out is that like my car, I don't know, maybe it's just the most insane coincidence ever, but like my car crash or whatever dream it was of that bang was literally timed identical with my mom dropping something that is like at that point like 4 bedrooms away. So I don't know, it was fucking wild.
Yeah, I've
But,
had stuff like that too, where it'll just be like one sound and then it's also happening in your dream too.
Yeah, I think
That's
it's the
creepy.
same thing as deja vu, where, well, they don't actually technically know what deja vu is, but deja vu is like theorized to be your brain just like not properly firing signals. So you are taking in something that's happening right in front of you, but you're almost taking it in as like a memory. I feel like that it might be similar idea. I don't know. It's really odd. That shit's cool as fuck.
Our
I
brains are
also,
weird.
I also find it pretty funny that we went from talking about do getting cummed on to this. That very,
I know, we
very
got
odd
so, like-
transition.
The
We got so
duality of
calm
the
and
goons,
serious.
man.
The duality of the goons.
We love talking about this kind of shit, but we also just love talking about titties coming.
Yeah.
Hitties.
I want to
That's our
astral
two-
project my shit into the toilet.
I'm sure that's probably.
So what
what
even
is-
is astral projection exactly? Like what because I've heard people say that before, but what
I don't
even
know, that's
is
all
that?
you soup. I don't know anything about it.
It's, dude, I don't really know exactly.
I mean, we could just pull up a Wikipedia real quick.
I think it's like you're so good at like projecting like an out of body experience or something. Like you intentionally go
Leave your
outside
body.
of your body, and you can like I guess like in layman's terms, it's like you turn yourself into a ghost. And you can go through
You're saying
walls.
That's
goat.
fucking rad. I want to do
You turn
that.
yourself into a
Like,
goat.
but like everything you see is what's actually happening in real time, but you're not in your body.
I
Like
feel like-
you are like a spirit almost.
I feel like that actually makes sense.
I think that's what it is. Because see, I always thought that and lucid dreaming were similar, but I guess lucid dreaming is more
No,
like
that is not. I've
It's
never
like
had a lucid
controlling
dream.
your own imagination.
Yeah, but that actually makes sense because like obviously when you're asleep, you're still perceiving everything around you. Like, I mean, I'm sure your brain can imagine certain things that would help with astral projection, but like if you hear, like I feel like the most I've heard it is people like in a coma or something like that, or like people like in the hospital and stuff. Like if you hear the doctor talking next to you, like your brain can fill in the image of what it would look like of your doctor and a nurse talking, and like.
Mhm.
Like it still makes sense to me, like that if you hear stuff going on in the hallway in your head, you could put together what would actually be happening in the hallway and like feel like you're astral projecting. I feel like that's a very easy thing.
yeah,
like,
I feel like
from a
it's something
scientific
that we
standpoint. That's
probably
cool.
don't fully understand because like what we only use like 7% of our brain
It's not
or something like
fully
that.
true. It's
I think we use all of our
once kind
brain,
Yeah,
but-
we do. We just not. It's
Maybe the doctor just said that to me then.
yeah.
He's only capable of
He's
10%.
just calling you stupid.
No,
The
but I
back
swear I
half of
thought
your
like
brain is dead from all the dip.
I thought like us as humans, like we didn't actually use our brain to our full potential or
Not
some shit.
well. No, I mean never.
Not in
really,
the sense
'cause-
that people like to say, like, we use like 100% of the portions of our brain. Like, it's not like there's
Yeah.
like a lump of our brain sitting in the back that's just like mush.
Yeah.
You
Just
don't
don't
use
use it
it
all at
pineal
once.
gland, bro. Open up that third eye, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just don't use all your brain at once because, well, that would probably feel like having autism, to be honest. Everything would be very overstimulating.
You can pick up a fucking tow truck.
Okay, I more so meant like the world would be very, very overstimulating. But yeah, I guess you could also lift up a tow truck. You are the tow truck for the tow truck.
Hey, I had it explained to me once that like autism is like severe autism is like having like 9 monitors on at once, and you're paying attention to all of them very intensely.
Yeah,
So-
that sounds fucking crazy.
That's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
like what ADHD feels like, but you're only paying attention to one.
And you cannot look away from that one ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you do look away every once in a while, you completely forget about the one you were looking at.
And
What
you're now
what
busy
actually
looking at
makes
squirrels.
our brain dream though? Like I might be fucking retarded saying this, but like isn't it DMT? Like don't we have DMT in our brain?
Yes, Joe Rogan, we have DMT.
No, but like even before
It's in our
fucking
blood.
Joe Rogan, even
all
before
the
Joe
buffalo we
Rogan
eat.
made
Yeah,
DMT popular.
DMT
I
is
remember reading about it.
Yeah,
and-
it is
and
a
seeing-
naturally occurring substance in your brain.
Isn't
I'm
that
not.
fucking wild though? That's just in our body.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of like, I mean, it's even things like acid and stuff. Like they don't. All it's doing is hitting certain receptors in your brain that make you think that way.
Like,
it's
that's
never
what I'm
actually-
saying though, is we're not like using our brain fully, right? Because like if we could just fucking make our brain be like, hey, make it seem like I'm on acid, then we would just do that and not have to take the drug, right?
Yeah, but you'd also probably have a horrible quality of life. It'd probably cause a million other issues,
I
especially
think it's
like
more about just the
survival-based
amount
things.
that's in your body.
Huh?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm obviously like none of us are clearly qualified to talk about this, but I'm not sure.
No, not at
I'm
all.
just like, yeah, I'm just putting my 2 cents in. I think it's just the amount that our body actually produces. Because like I take melatonin every night when I sleep, but our body already produces melatonin. You're just adding on to it. There's things that our body already produces, but you can amplify it by just taking more of it. You know?
Yeah,
that's
like
just, it's just
painkillers. Take
crazy.
40.
It's fucking crazy,
Take
to me,
40.
dude.
Yeah, brains are cool. Brains are definitely wild. That's I don't know. My girlfriend knows a lot about this shit. 'Cause she has a neuroscience degree, obviously. So like, I always get to hear about this shit, and I would love to actually carry some of it over to the podcast, but I'm way too fucking stupid to actually remember anything.
Yeah.